Qiao Hao nodded, acknowledging his words, but once Lu Jinian's assistant left, her smile soon faded. For the entire afternoon, her mind was in a mess, circling around Qiao Anxia and Lu Jinian. According to her sister, she seemed to have a good relationship with Lu Jinian. At the beginning, Qiao Hao had agreed to Hinroshu's request, hoping that after living together for a long time, sparks would fly between her and Lu Jinian. But if he were to end up with Qiao Anxia, she wouldn't have a chance at all. Her face sank, turning desolate. She stood at the entrance of the hotel for a long while before returning to her room. After finding her phone, she prepared to head up. Just then, Lu Jinian's assistant called, passing on his instructions. She called the hotel restaurant's number to order a meal for supper. This was the peak period where crew members were often in the elevator, so there was a high chance that she would meet someone she knew. Afraid to be seen, Qiao Hao took the piping hot meal to the stairs. Just then, Lin Shai received a call from a producer, but since she was having a mini-gathering in her room, she left to the corridor to pick her call. The producer had a suggestive tone and she had to coax him. There were constantly people walking around in the corridor, so she retreated to the emergency staircase. But just as she was about to push open the door, she caught sight of Qiao Hao through the small glass. She was holding a tray of food and climbing up. Lin Shai was filled with doubt. Who would she be bringing the supper to? She hesitated slightly before ending the call with the producer. Pushing open the door, she followed Qiao Hao silently. Lu Jinian opened the door, and when he saw Qiao Hao, he turned to walk in wordlessly. Qiao Hao took a deep breath at the door. Then in large strides, she walked into the room, closing the door behind herself. Lu Jinian seemed to have entered the shower as streaming water could be heard. Qiao Hao placed the supper she had bought onto an empty space on the coffee table in front of the sofa. She then reached out to arrange the documents and magazines that were carelessly strewn around the small table. She hugged the stack and was about to put it on the side when the shower door opened. Lu Jinian looked straight at her. Qiao Hao tightened her grip on the stack as she explained softly, "Your assistant mentioned that you haven't eaten, so I got you some supper."